When people hear the word spell, they often think of something outside of themselves, rituals with candles, herbs, or mystical objects. But the deepest spells are not found in tools or objects. They are carried in the mind, whispered in the heart, and released through intention. A spell, in its truest sense, is simply a focused intention wrapped in energy and spoken into existence. It is not about forcing the world to obey your will, but rather aligning your inner vibration with the reality you wish to invite. When it comes to the twin flame journey, there is often a longing for union. It is a bond unlike any other, one that pushes both souls to awaken, heal, and grow. Yet, because this connection is so profound, it also brings challenges. One soul may run while the other waits, or both may be pulled apart by life circumstances. In those times, the heart aches and the desire for reunion becomes overwhelming. This is where inner spells, silent words carried by focused thought, become powerful. A love spell set in the mind is not about controlling your twin flame, nor is it about bending the universe to your will. It is about unlocking the energy that already exists between you and your twin flame. It is about clearing the blockages that keep love from flowing freely, both within yourself and within your connection. It is about choosing alignment over fear, surrender over resistance, and openness over doubt. Today, we will explore the essence of a simple yet powerful love spell you can say in your mind. This is not a spell of desperation or manipulation. It is a spell of awakening. When carried in your thoughts and said with pure intention, it acts as a key, unlocking the doors that keep union energy dormant. I will guide you through how to prepare your mind and heart, how to say this spell inwardly with presence, and how to carry its vibration into your daily life so that it becomes more than words, it becomes your reality. Think of this as planting a seed. The spell is not an instant miracle, but a seed that, when nurtured with patience, faith, and love, begins to grow. Over time, it shifts your energy, and as your energy shifts, so too does the flow of your connection. Union becomes not something far away, but something moving closer, step by step. Let us now look at the key steps to using this love spell in your mind so that it can truly unlock the energy of twin flame union. Number 1, preparing the inner space. Before you even say the spell in your mind, you must prepare your inner space. Think of your mind and heart as a room. If the room is cluttered with fears, doubts, and scattered thoughts, it becomes difficult for new energy to enter. Preparing your inner space is about making room for love to flow. Begin by grounding yourself. This can be as simple as sitting quietly, closing your eyes, and taking slow breaths. Each inhale should feel like an invitation of calm, and each exhale a release of tension. With every breath, imagine yourself emptying out the noise of the day, the worries, the fears, and the distractions. Allow your mind to soften. This is not about forcing thoughts away, but about gently letting them drift, like leaves floating on a stream. Once you feel calmer, bring your awareness to your heart. Place your hand over your chest if that feels natural. Feel the steady rhythm of your heartbeat. This rhythm is your reminder that love already lives within you. Before you can invite union, you must connect to the love that exists inside your own being. Whisper inwardly to yourself that you are ready. You are ready to release fear, ready to release attachment, ready to invite love in its highest form. At this stage, it is important to understand that preparation is not about being perfect. You don't need to have healed everything or resolved all doubts. Preparation simply means you are open. Even if only a small part of you is ready, that is enough to begin. The spell will work with the energy you bring, but the clearer your inner space, the more powerful the effect. Think of it this way. If you plant a seed in soil filled with rocks and weeds, it can still grow, but it will struggle. If you take time to clear the soil, remove the weeds, and soften the earth, the seed will sprout more easily. Your mind and heart are that soil. Preparing them makes the spell more effective. To deepen this preparation, you may visualize light entering your body. Imagine a golden light at the top of your head slowly filling you from within. It moves through your mind, washing away worry, through your heart, dissolving heaviness, and down through your body until you feel lighter. By the time you finish, you should feel a gentle openness, as though your inner space is ready to welcome something sacred. When you feel this readiness, you are prepared to carry the spell in your mind. Number 2, The silent spell of union. The spell itself is simple. It is not meant to be complicated, for the language of the soul is simple. The silent spell you carry in your mind is this: I open my heart to union. I release fear. I welcome love. I align with my twin flame in the energy of harmony. These words may seem gentle, but their power lies in their intention. When you say them in your mind, you are not just repeating words, you are activating vibration. Each phrase carries energy that reshapes your connection. Let us break it down. I open my heart to union. This is the invitation. You are affirming to yourself and to the universe that you are open. Many times, the delay in union is not because love is absent, but because hearts are closed, often unconsciously. This phrase unlocks that door. I release fear. Fear is the greatest block in twin flame connections. Fear of rejection, fear of abandonment, fear of not being enough. These fears act like chains. By silently saying that you release fear, you begin loosening those chains. Even if fear still lingers, the act of releasing begins to shift its hold. I welcome love. Love is not something you chase. It is something you welcome. This phrase reminds you that love is not outside, waiting to be found, but always flowing towards you. By welcoming it, you allow it to enter freely. I align with my twin flame in the energy of harmony. Alignment is key. It is not about controlling when union happens or forcing the other person's choices. It is about aligning your energy with harmony so that when the time is right, union can unfold smoothly. This phrase sends out the signal that you are choosing peace, balance, and unity rather than chaos or desperation. As you say this spell in your mind, do it slowly with presence. Do not rush. Each phrase should be felt, not just thought. You may even pause after each line, letting the energy sink in. The more presence you bring, the stronger the spell becomes. The beauty of this spell is that you can carry it anywhere. You can say it silently while walking, before sleep, or even during moments of doubt. Each time you say it, you water the seed of union energy. Over time, this seed grows stronger, reshaping your inner world and your connection. Number 3, infusing the spell with emotion. Words alone are not enough. What gives a spell its true power is emotion. Emotion is energy in motion. It is the force that charges intention and sends it rippling into the universe. Without emotion, words are like seeds that never touch soil. With emotion, they are planted deeply and nurtured into life. When you say the spell in your mind, bring your feelings into it. Imagine the warmth of love filling your chest as you say, I open my heart to union. Let yourself feel a soft glow expanding in your heart as though it is truly opening wider. When you say, I release fear, feel the weight of fear lifting off you. Imagine it dissolving into the air, leaving you lighter. With I welcome love, allow yourself to feel what it is like to be surrounded by love, safe, cherished, embraced. And as you say, I align with my twin flame in the energy of harmony. Feel the peace of that alignment, as though the turbulence of the past is settling into calm waters. The stronger the emotion, the more powerful the effect. This doesn't mean you must force feelings you don't have. Instead, focus on gentle visualization. Picture yourself and your twin flame smiling, at peace, connected. Picture harmony between you, free from conflict. These images naturally awaken emotions, and those emotions charge the spell. What many people misunderstand is that love spells are not about casting magic outward. They are about shifting vibration inward. When you charge the spell with emotion, you are reshaping your energy. And because your energy influences your connection, your twin flame begins to feel that shift too, often without realizing why. A helpful way to strengthen this process is to practice gratitude while saying the spell. As you welcome love, feel grateful as if it has already arrived. Gratitude is one of the highest vibrations, and it accelerates alignment. By feeling thankful, you send out a message of abundance rather than lack. You are no longer waiting desperately for union. You are living in the energy of it already. Over time, as you continue to say the spell with emotion, you will notice subtle shifts. You may feel calmer, less anxious, more centered. You may feel a deeper trust in the journey. And in that trust, union energy flows more freely. Emotion turns the spell from thought into transformation. Number 4, releasing control and trusting the process. One of the greatest obstacles on the twin flame journey is the desire to control the outcome. The heart aches for union, And in that longing, the mind tries to force it, wondering when, how, and under what circumstances it will happen. But control is the very thing that blocks the flow of union. A spell set in the mind only works when paired with surrender. Surrender does not mean giving up on your twin flame. It means releasing the grip of desperation. It means trusting that the connection is guided by a higher intelligence, one that knows the right timing better than the human mind ever could. When you cling tightly, you send out the vibration of lack. When you let go and trust, you send out the vibration of abundance. After you say the spell in your mind, resist the urge to look for instant results. The spell is not about forcing immediate change. It is about planting energy that will grow in its own time. Just as you cannot pull on a flower to make it bloom faster, you cannot pull on union energy. It unfolds when the soil is ready, the conditions are aligned, and the growth has matured. Trusting the process also means being willing to face the lessons that come before union. Many times, separation is not punishment, but preparation. Both souls need to heal wounds, release old patterns, and grow into the versions of themselves who can sustain the sacredness of union. The spell works to unlock union energy, but it cannot skip the growth that is required. So, each time you say the spell, pair it with surrender. Whisper inwardly to yourself that you trust the timing. Affirm to yourself that love is not running away. It is preparing the way. Let this trust fill your body like a calming wave. When doubt rises, return to this trust. Ironically, it is when you stop chasing, stop pushing, and stop controlling that union flows more easily. Control blocks the river, but surrender removes the dam. This is why releasing control is not just advice, it is the very heart of allowing the spell to work. Number 5. Living the spell daily. A spell said once may carry energy, but a spell lived daily becomes a way of being. To truly unlock union energy, the spell must not only be spoken in your mind, but also reflected in your daily life. This means embodying the energy of union even before it manifests physically. If your spell says, "I welcome love," then live as someone who is already surrounded by love. Treat yourself with kindness, speak to yourself with compassion, and make choices that honor your worth. If your spell says, "I release fear," then take steps each day to loosen fear's grip, whether that means setting boundaries, forgiving yourself, or trusting more deeply. Living the spell also means holding on to harmony in your interactions with others. If you are aligning with harmony in your twin flame connection, then practice harmony in all relationships. Be patient, be compassionate, and let love guide your words. The more you live in harmony, the more your energy matches the spell you are carrying. Another powerful way to live the spell is through mindfulness. As you go about your day, return to the words silently in your mind. In moments of stress, say, "I release fear." In moments of doubt, say, "I welcome love." These small, repeated whispers anchor the spell into your energy field, making it less of an event and more of a constant flow. Over time, you will notice that the spell becomes natural. You no longer need to remind yourself to say it. It rises on its own, like a steady heartbeat. And when it becomes natural, its power magnifies. Living the spell also invites synchronicities. You may notice signs, dreams, or gentle nudges that reflect your inner shift. These are reminders that the energy is working. But even if signs are not obvious, trust that the living spell is reshaping your vibration, and in doing so, reshaping the path toward union. Number 6, unlocking the energy of union. So what happens when the spell takes root? Unlocking union energy does not always mean instant physical reunion. What it means is that the doors begin to open. Blockages dissolve. Communication may flow more easily. The bond feels stronger, even across distance. Most importantly, the heaviness of fear and doubt begins to lift, replaced by a calm trust in the connection. Union energy is not just about being together physically. It is about aligning spiritually and emotionally so that physical union becomes possible. When the energy is unlocked, both souls are drawn toward each other naturally, without force. It feels as if invisible threads are gently weaving together. The beauty of this unlocked energy is that it changes you as much as it changes the connection. You feel more whole, more balanced, more peaceful within yourself. You are no longer waiting with emptiness. You are walking with fullness. And in that fullness, your twin flame feels the pull more strongly because they sense your energy is not rooted in lack, but in love. At this stage, patience is still important. Union energy is unlocked, but its expression may take time to unfold. Continue saying the spell, continue living it, and continue trusting. Every repetition strengthens the flow, every act of surrender clears the way, and every moment of love nourishes the bond. In time, the unlocked energy moves from the inner world to the outer. It may bring about reconnection, healing conversations, or physical reunion. But even before that, you will know that the spell has worked because you will feel the shift within yourself.